What is up, my love? Thank you so much for tuning back into another video. I hope you're having an amazing Monday so far and that you've had an amazing weekend and that the trend continues on into a beautiful rest of the week. But without further ado, let's head into today's topic. So today I want to talk about giving others the benefit of the doubt. I feel like in our world today, we are so quick to jump to conclusions about what we think somebody is doing, and it's usually a negative thing.
Oh, they're making a judgment about us because they looked at us a certain way or said something, or that person cut us off because they're insert profanity word name here that is not very nice, or that person just out to get me and they're trying to make my life miserable.
Our mind seems to automatically go to those negative things, which is understandable evolutionarily speaking, because we had to be on the lookout for danger to make sure that us and our tribe or our clan were safe and that we could be well looked after. So we didn't want anybody around us that was seeming kind of sketchy or didn't seem honest or truthful or that we couldn't trust. And while there are still some people out there that we may not be able to trust or that are not going to be a valuable person in our lives, we tend to jump to that negative conclusion or place a little bit too quickly when we could be giving others the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that person really was just making an observation and they weren't trying to judge us, but we took it that way because in the past we have had a lot of people who have judged us, and so now whenever we hear comments that are in those similar veins, we just jump to that conclusion and assume that person is like everybody else when it's not that way. Or maybe that person who cut us off in traffic really had to rush to the hospital because their wife was in labor and that was the only option and they didn't mean to do it, but they were really in a hurry. And maybe, just maybe, people are not out to get us like we think we are, but we are just programmed to believe that that is true. So this just goes to show you that our brain automatically turns towards some negative thoughts, some negative situations, and some negative behaviors, and we're just laser focused on anything that has a whiff or a hint of anything like that, and we're very aware of it. But sometimes people have really good intentions and we're just not able to see that because we're not opening ourselves up to the possibility that someone may actually be showing us kindness or compassion or a lending hand, but we're immediately blocking it off and putting up a wall in between us and that kindness, and we're not allowing ourselves to take it in. But the more that we give others the benefit of the doubt, the more that will shift over to seeing the positive side and allowing us to recognize when something good happens, or releasing our tight grip on the assumptions that we have about people in a negative way. And I've been trying to do this a lot more in my everyday life, just trying to focus more on the possibilities of what someone's actions or behaviors or words or thoughts or opinions may be actually saying in a more positive light, rather than immediately jumping to negative Nancy over here. And in my opinion, it's just a much better way to live, rather than assuming that everyone's out to get me or that they're intentionally trying to make everything worse. Seeing where there can be some grace that I can place on that situation, on that person, and allow myself to see the good intentions. And this is one of those other small practices that you can do on a daily basis that's very easy to do. All it requires is some small minor shifts in mindset and behavior every single day. And you can build up to multiple times a day. You don't have to overwork yourself. You can build up to eventually just not even having to think about, oh, I need to intentionally switch from negative to positive, but it's just who I am now. So I encourage you to try it. I hope it gave you something to think about today. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday and a great rest of your week. And until next time, bye.